All right, everyone, we're going to start the meeting a little late.
Promise that to everybody. Hey, yeah, he been promising everybody that position.
We welcome you to the LPUA meeting. We, as your representatives in the LPUA, welcome your involvement and your participation. This meeting is a public hearing, and if you wish to address the LPUA on any item on this agenda, please fill out a blue request to address the LPUA form. The blue forms are available in the foyer, and if you have anything you want to present, please present them to Ms. Veronica Williams, our clerk, seated to my left, and make sure that the specific agenda item is filled out if you wish to speak. If you don't have it completely filled out properly, you won't be given that opportunity. I see one person from the press, and we reserve the seating to the left for the press. I'm going to dispense with some of the formalities. The meetings and procedures are by resolution and not by Robert Rules of Order. We've got just a couple of things on the agenda for tonight. First of all, we have item number 2. We have elections tonight. Liz, I'll ask you to read item number 2. Excuse me, Liz. Let me turn your mic on. Thank you.
Okay, election of chair and vice chair in accordance with Section 4-07A of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government Home Rule Charter and Resolution 1-2012, LPUA.
Thank you very much. First we'll ask for nominations for LPUA Vice Chair.
I'd like to nominate Mr. Keith Potter.
I'm going to turn all mics on. Go ahead again, Andy.
I'd like to nominate Mr. Keith Potter for Vice Chair.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none. Liz, if you would call the vote.
District 3,
Patin.
District 4,
Patin.
District 6,
Potter.
District 7,
Patin.
District 8.
Patin.
Very good. Mr. Pater, you are the vice chair.
Thank you. Now I'll ask for nominations for the chair.
I'd like to nominate Mr. Don Bertrand, our present chair.
Any other nominations? Liz, if you would call the vote.
District 4,
Bertrand.
District 6,
Bertrand.
District 7,
Bertrand.
District 8,
Bertrand.
District 3.
District 7. Bertrand.
The graduate.
Okay, Mr. Bertrand, you are the chair.
Thank you. Well, then we'll continue on with the meeting. First of all, do we have any announcements from the administration? Mr. Stanley.
Just to wish you and the LPUA a Happy New Year. We look forward to working with you. I probably should introduce our liaison for LPUA issues, Mr. Jay Castile, who joined us a little bit late.
On the wrong direction.
Wrong direction. Indeed.
Thank you for being here, Mr. Castile. All right. Any announcements from the LPUA?
No nominations.
No nominations. Any announcements? You have an announcement?
I'll just take a brief moment here. We have a plaque to acknowledge Don Bertrand's efforts and work last year as chair of the LPUA. It's got all of our names on it. We didn't actually sign it, but since you've been renominated, it looked like we'll just have to put a 2 on it for next year.
There you go. Thank you.
Congratulations, and thank you for the hard work.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it. And I know it's going to be an exciting year this year, and hopefully there's not too much excitement with the utility department this week with all the cold weather. I have to say, my first call yesterday morning was to Mr. Huval, because I heard on the radio that some of the other utility companies in our region were having problems with outages, and I was happy to say that we didn't have any outages at the time, and I think the only outage we may have had that morning was the one I saw on my way over to City Hall, where a car had decided the road wasn't wide enough and took out a telephone pole on University. So, and I know that our utility department's out there working on it when I rode by. Well, we do have an item of business to take care of tonight, and I'll ask Liz to read that item, and I know that we have an amendment to be made to that item, so we'll take care of that all in short order.
Ordinance 18, 2013, LPUA. An ordinance of the Lafayette Public Utilities Authority amending the fiscal year 2013-14 operations and maintenance and capital improvements program budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to make appropriation adjustments within the Utilities Department.
Thank you, Liz. Can I get a motion on the floor?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Andy Nakhan. Second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Boudreau. Terry, would you like to approach and give us a little rundown on the amendment, and we'll go ahead and ask for the amendment to be read also.
Ordinance,
The amendment.
the amendment. Okay, concerning the amendment, we have a classification, a position is being filled by a person with a lot of experience within our organization, has been there a long time, but the previous person in that job had not had very much experience. And so the way the pay system is set up is that when we go into a new budget year, whatever the last incumbent was making in that position is what ends up being passed over into the next year. So what would happen in this case is this qualified employee has been here for a long time, to take this promotion would actually have to have a decrease in pay. So what we're coming to the council for and the LPUA is to change the pay so that it's consistent with what civil service recommends, and so that we can move forward with that promotion.
Thank you. And
Nobody's here from civil service. They told him not to come.
I'll do it at the council meeting, that's all right.
any other questions before we move on? Okay, Mike, do you have anything you need to present for the amendment? Okay. I'd like to take up the amendment on the floor now, gentlemen. If
Move to amend.
have an amendment by a motion by Mr. Boudreau to
Second.
amend, second by Mr. Nakhan. If you would call the vote on the amendment, please.
And District 6,
Yes.
District 7,
Yes.
District 8,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4.
Yes.
Motion to amend has been approved.
And if you would, call the vote on the ordinance as amended.
District 6,
Yes.
District 7,
Yes.
District 8,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4.
Yes.
Motion to adopt as amended has been approved.
Thank you very much. If there's no other comments, gentlemen, we'll adjourn the meeting.